Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on an authentication lab in PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. It is username enumeration via response timing. So, we're going to view the response times, and that's how we're going to tell which accounts are good and which accounts are bad. We're going to enumerate a valid username and then brute force the password and then access their account page. We've got that. Let's check the hint. IP-based brute force protection by manipulating HTTP headers. Okay, sweet. Let's check out the lab. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I would appreciate that. We've got our own account, so we can go ahead and log in to that. Do we want to log in? Let's try Wiener and blah. Log in. Proxy, HTTP history, post, send to repeater. Okay, so Wiener and blah. So a good username with a bad password. We get 498. Let's try blah. 637. That is not very different. Blah 1. That was way different, but that seems like a network thing. 823. Wiener. 6. So we're all over the place. Let's try adding to the length of this. And what this is assuming is that, let's say that this is correct. It then tries to hash this. And the longer we make this, the longer that hash will take. If it's an incorrect username, it doesn't try to hash it. All right, so we're 430. Let's see if we can make it 577. $451. We're going backwards. $504. I want to really make it a difference. So let's do 2 more lines. So this line and the next one. If we don't see a jump in the time, then we'll try something different. 504. That's the exact. Oh, wait. Dang. Forgot about that. Okay. Let's do this. X forwarded 4. And we're going to do 127.0.0.1. Okay. Let's check this. This is taking a while. We got 3 seconds and no block. Let's change this to 2 and do an invalid. 568. Wiener. Let's go to 3. Oh, I think we've got a way to determine it now. 3, that's almost 4 seconds. Okay, so let's send this to intruder. And we're going to do a couple of things. So let's clear. We're going to add here, but we're also going to add here. And payloads, we're going to, positions, we're going to do not a sniper, but a pitchfork. So a different set for each one. Payloads, simple list. This is set 1. We'll do numbers. We'll start at 3 and we'll go to 1,000. Let's start at 4. 4 to 1,000. Step by 1. No fractions. And then we'll go 2 will be the usernames. Open. Boom. Okay. That should be good. Let's try that. And we can do columns, response completed. And we're looking for 2 accounts that have a sort by this, and hopefully, boom, look at that. We got 2 super high ones. So this is the account I expect it to be. And then we just have to enumerate the password, which is simple enough. Okay, let's write this up in code. What was the, let's take home. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. So painful. It is so painful when things are like this. Okay, copy. Let's go here and then go Python utils, create script. This one. Boom. We want to run it. So it's in our command history. Let me edit it. Username via response timing. All right. Let's see. We need to modify some stuff here. What we're going to do is what we tried to do last time, or started doing, is subclassing the authentication. Are we? No. Yes. No. I don't know yet. One thing we need to do is right here, when we check username, we need to start a time. So now start equals time.time and import time. And then when we, if is valid, we're going to give it the response and start. Oh no, end. So end equals time.time. Or we can just do like, call it like duration equals time.time minus start. Okay. That will be how many, that's how long it took. Let's pass that into is valid. Oh, this is check password. Damn it. I want to do that same stuff, but in check username. Start equals time.time. Duration equals, what was it? Time.time minus start. And then is valid. I'm going to response string and duration. I'm going to give it those 3 things. Need to import time again. Because when I undid, okay. Now I need to valid string duration. Make sure that this will handle it, but I'm going to subclass to override the valid, is valid. Okay. That means that here I'm going to do class my auth authentication def init self. What does it need? It needs, let me just copy this. Boom. Oh, and this one needs the duration threshold. I think, I don't know if that's how you spell it. Let's put this one in front though. Duration threshold. There. DT, boom. And we're going to do, right here, we're going to do self.duration threshold equals duration threshold. Then we're going to do the super. So super, boom, boom, dot, boom, boom, init, self URL, no proxy, num threads. We need to import that from utils.authentication import authentication. Boom. Okay. Now we can override the def is valid. The is valid is for the username. This is what it is now. Just paste that. We've got the duration. So if change word duration is greater than self.duration threshold, return change word true, changing word false. Okay, so we're checking if it took longer than we decided the threshold was, then it's a valid username. Otherwise, it's not, right? So we need to give it when we set it up. So auth equals my auth. URL will be blog.base URL. Duration threshold, we're going to set that as 3 seconds. So 3 blog.no proxy. We'll name these. So no proxy equals, and we'll name this one too, just so that there's no confusion on what they are. Num threads. Let's do 10. All right. Now with auth done, we should be able to call enumerate users. This returns a list. We can tell by this here, type ending. So auth.enumerate users. What does it need? An invalid string. We're not going to provide that. I mean, we got to provide something, but blah. And the usernames, which we've done a couple of times. Let's just with open there. Let's see how we all right. Let's add usernames here. Log.debug valid usernames. We're going to valid usernames equals this. All right. Let's try it. See how we're doing. And it got multiple values for no proxy. So when we initted it, right here, we got blog, URL, duration. What if we do self, no proxy equals no proxy. Yeah, we should have done this. Num threads. Like that. Multiple values for argument. I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? It's saying it got multiple values. Does this need self? I don't think it does, actually. Ah, that was our issue. Okay. I think it was. We'll see. We can check proxy 404. You know what we didn't do is, well, one, we're not logging to this right place, but we didn't do the exported for header. Why aren't, because we did base URL instead of the login URL, which we did right there. Yep. Login URL. And we need to make sure that we do the exported for, which is, where do we send? Right here in the post login. We should do add a headers. Headers equals headers in the post login. Or, we can just subclass this and override it. Let's do that. Boom, post login. Actually, no. Well, we need that one, but we also need what calls it. Post login. So check username. Right here. Let's overwrite this one too. We're going to just overwrite everything. We're going to import time. And then when we call post login here, we're going to give it a header. Crap. What I want. Oh, you know what I need to do? Shit. Do I want to do this? Right here in the task, I need to give it the header. If I want to keep, I don't know. Let's just do it. We don't have to use the value in the other one. So let's do IP equals for username in username. We're going to start with 1. So IP equals, let's do IP equals, let's start with 1 here. And then here we're going to do, after we append it, IP plus equals 1. And then here we're going to do IP, and we're going to do 127 dot 0 dot 1 dot, let's do 10 dot, and then here we'll do IP, and we'll put F, we'll do str just to make sure. I think this will automatically coerce it, but we'll just double check. So 110, whatever. And we'll add it. Okay. To the enumerate user so that it's available when we do check username. Because this will have the task. Now, when we post login, I want to give post login the whole task. It's going to screw up the things before it, but that's okay. Let's fix it here. So data equals. So here I want change word task. And here I want task. So we can pass through that information. Username will be task. We always have to give it a username. So that's a username. Password, we don't have to. So I'm going to do task password, or task.get password, or task.get password, or blah. I think that's right. That'll work. Now that sets up this one. We just need to fix up this one now so that we're going to copy these changes over. And here we're going to use that IP address that we passed through to headers equals X forwarded for IP. And then, no, not IP, task IP. And then here we're going to do headers equals headers equals headers. Okay, let's try it like that. See how we get along. We're getting some responses, so that's good. Nope, we didn't get a single right one. Let's see, do I need this anymore? We know it's asterisk, or at least we believe it is. So we got X forwarded for. Here's the, let's go look to where we got asterisk. Are we testing? Is valid. What's the, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I want to window. Now, how do I tell it what columns? Options. Is there a way to tell it what columns I want to see? Okay, so let's go back to the top. We're still trying to find asterisk. Ah, right there. 200. Oh, it's because we didn't do the password as something large. Enumerate users. Authentication. So enumerate users, invalid string. We need to be able to pass the password through to this post login. Ah, right here we do. Task get password or blah. So in the task, here's where we create the task. And we don't have a way here. So password. Crap. I keep enumerate users. I'm going to create a password thing here. We'll put it at the end, I guess. Equals blah. So we'll give it a default value. I don't know what it's complaining. It's probably complaining because, let me not type in this one because I don't know the right format. And then here we'll do password. Okay. Now in here in our script, when we do the enumerate users, we can actually give it a password. Password equals, and it can be our super long repeater. This one. Copy. Boom. Okay. We can break this up. Parenthesis, press enter, find a spot to split. There, looks good. Double quote, enter, double quote. Whoops. We'll go same spot, boom, boom, boom. This is a waste of time. Don't do this. If you can, if you have the ability to ignore the long lines, error, do that. Because this is not fun. But we're almost done. Maybe one or two more. Ah, that was it. Except for we want that to go away. And we want that to be there. And comma after it. Okay. Let's try that. See what we get. Let's make sure proxy. That looks good. X forwarded 4. We need to do like a random number though. So let's do import random. And then when we define the IP, right here, we need, let's do import random Hey, look, but we found it. I want to do random.rand int between 1 and 255. I think that's how rand int works. And then we'll do the same here. Random.rand int 1, 250. Let's do 254 just to make sure. Okay. And then we'll str that there, add that, and the same here. Let's see if that works. We'll do debugging by error strings. Yeah, that worked. Now we won't ever get the, that error. Okay. I've made this a mess. But we've got the valid usernames. So now we can do the same as, I need this one open as we did here. And do all of this. With open passwords, the only difference is in the authentication. I want to do the same x forwarded for in the brute force password. Task IP there. And then I need to do the same IP. Well, no, I can just do random rand int. I don't need to number it. str random.rand int 1 254 boom boom. Okay. Now, when we brute force password, when we do the post, wait, check. Where do we use this? IP. Enumerate users. So that's where we set it. Where do we use it? Oh, we did it here. So dumb. Post login. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's try to solve this. And move past this junk script that I wrote that I think will work, but I've got to rethink the architecture of the authentication class because this is not working very well. Lab is solved. The password was quad 0? No, 5 zeros. Interesting. So now we want to go here and go home. Make sure we get the banner. Boom, done. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Goodbye.